They go play action with Haskins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Escape into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked about the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they... And now a fumble. The ball's out. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives. Back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
He's got him in. Complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A Redskin 1st down. The pickup, 15 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. It's free.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins is going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. He's got a first down and much. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, let's go!
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 73 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Second down. Haskins is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Here we go. For the base. Check 53's mine. Tackles.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here we go. Watch tight end.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time from Landon Collins. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that
and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 36 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got Snead. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Touchdown, defense. Slam.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. He took the outlaw. Watch the pass.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Jackson to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And his kick is right there. It's good. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last